Last game, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Sunday Night Football, NBC, Carolina and Seattle. Revenge of the playoff game last year. Remember, Cam Newton grabbed the 12th man flag. Sherman said earlier this week, well, he did that. He had a smile on his face. That's karma for the season they're having this year. Seattle at home is 744.5 the total. The O-line issues caught up with them last week at Tampa. Wilson was sacked 6 times, 39 dropbacks, 8 runs for 80 yards, misleading. Many of those plays were sacks that he just escaped. They did nothing on offense.
Nothing on offense. That wasn't at Tampa. That was at, it was. But it was one of those games that was just ridiculously bad offensively, and it had everything to do with the offensive line. The center, Justin Britt, probably their best offensive lineman. He was active, but he didn't start. That role went to Joey Hunt, the rookie center, making his first NFL start. The right tackle, Gary Gilliam, he was taken out of the game after a couple series because of severe underperformance. Bradley Sowell came in his first game back from injury, and he wasn't very good. You know, the right guard, Fetty, he played as poorly as you would expect from a rookie sandwich between two inexperienced players that aren't playing well. The left tackle, George Fance, he was a rookie making only his second start away from home. And yeah, when you have an offensive line like that, cobbled together with a lot of young, inexperienced pieces, you know, it was bad from the first play of the game. Darrell Bevel on the impact of that pressure on Russell Wilson. Quote, he got sacked 6 times. They got a sack at the second play of the game and then rushed out of there the third play of the game. I'm not going to say that doesn't affect the quarterback. I think he was doing a good job. He was doing a good job of keeping his eyes down the field. It wasn't like he missed open receivers or anything. I think he was moving where he needed to move, but pressure is pressure. It's going to make you move around, and so do some different things. Now, when you have 6 sacks and 39 dropbacks, and you have to run out of the pocket 8 times, and it looks good, he's got 80 yards, but most of those were sacks that Wilson escaped. That's a disastrous effort from the offensive line. Seahawks OL's got to play better this week if they're going to have a hint of covering this number.
Man, we'll see if Rivera can rally the troops, because after they go to the Super Bowl, they're 4-7. They can run the table. They still probably won't get in the playoffs. And another tough loss that they let a late lead get away in Oakland last week. Rivera, one of the best late season records of any coach. He's up against it, though. Listen to this. Kuechly is doubtful. Rivera called the offensive line a catastrophe. It might be worse than the Seahawks. Or didn't make the trip. Khalil's out. Gradkowski's out. Williams is out. Ryan Wendell, they signed off the streets. He was last with the Patriots. Dan France, they get from Cleveland's practice squad. Larson will start at center. Turner moves from right guard to right tackle. He hasn't played tackle since high school. And likely Chris Scott at right guard. Oh my God, this is not what you want on the road in a night game in Seattle with this horrible offensive line and all these issues.
And of course, it's not like they can play, you know, they spent the week in San Jose, where they played the same place where they hung out for the Super Bowl. And it's not like they have good memories of good practices before the Super Bowl either. You know, they stunk it up in that game. And obviously the preparation leading up to it wasn't good. Rivera's been a really good late season coach. You look at his December record or his last 5 games of the regular season record, he's as good straight up or ATS as any coach in the NFL. But you know who else is pretty good in that role? Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks. I don't want any part of Carolina on Sunday night.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBRSportsPicks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.